Hey everyone, welcome back to the studio. And today we're here to bring a video for you guys. We're going to be talking about Heartland Season 15, Episode 3, titled Bad Moon Rising. And I'm here with my mom, Stacy. Thanks for joining me.
Hi guys.
So, pretty intense episode, I think, especially that ending. Um, I don't know, I kind of have mixed thoughts on this episode because I feel like compared to the first two that we saw, this one was kind of a downgrade in my opinion. It had good moments. I think I especially liked the troubled kid Logan and Amy's bond. I like that whole storyline. Didn't care for Lou's storyline really. I don't know. It just felt a little bit like we're really like jumping into like these new storylines, but we really haven't gotten a lot of build up. If you get what I'm saying, like so it was like really like I don't know, kind of like sudden different things. Like, what did you think of the episode?
Yeah, it definitely had a different vibe. I mean, from the very beginning, the intro I was like, wait a minute, what is this? It didn't have anything to do with the first two episodes, so it was like a little weird. Um, but yeah, I there were parts I liked, definitely.
Um, so yeah, it's pretty much all focusing on Cooper's clinic. We have these troubled kids. I don't really remember. I mean, I know this was a thing introduced last season. I didn't know he brought troubled kids in. But I guess this is like a new thing. So I guess kids without homes or anything like, or without a stable family life come here and he takes care of them. There's also horses here, and Amy's, I guess, been working here. And one of the kids, Mac, isn't really the best with horses, and the horse kind of he kind of scares the horse, so then he stay away from them. Later, I guess he throws some sort of poppets, I guess, to scare the horse. Puts the I mean, it's a wild horse, and puts him in the stall, which you're not supposed to do that. And then I don't know. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of like the teen drama or whatever you want to call it, but I guess that was one of the things I didn't necessarily think needed to happen. But I liked how Logan and Amy developed a bond, and how Logan wanted to um, try to get to know horses, and I think Amy liked that. And I think she saw a lot of Ty in this kid. I think I'm surprised we didn't see a flashback. I thought maybe we would see one. Um, I think they're purposely putting in fewer flashbacks this season. But what did you kind of think of this whole thing?
I mean I liked it. It was kind of a flashback to the whole, how the show started. That's how Ty became part of the show. Jack kind of mentored him. He was a kid in the foster system, so I liked that part, that they were kind of going back and bringing something from the past to the future. And I thought the relationship between Logan and Amy is good. Um, I mean, you could see it's set up for, I imagine, some heartbreak for this kid, but hopefully they will continue to have him on there, and he will be able to grow and mature. And
Potentially replacing Georgie, maybe.
yeah, I don't
We
know.
did get a Georgie mention. I
Yeah.
guess she's down in Florida trying to get on the Olympics. Little mention there. Speaking of which, Paula Westfield is back. Now, I mean, seeing her. Well, I heard things, I guess, about her coming back, which I didn't really care about because she wasn't really an interesting character to begin with, or a likable character is probably a better way
Yes.
to say it. So the fact that she was coming back, I was like, I don't understand why this particular character had to come back. I mean, I guess Lou and Amy both had beef with her, but so she comes back, and I guess she wants to. Well, I guess at first I don't understand why she's in here, because it's not like her whatever ranch didn't get broken into later. I guess I was supposed to set it up, but at first she had no reason to come there, and without setting up a meeting for Lou, pretty much barging her way into the office. Really unlikable there. Pretty much blaming these kids from Cooper Center that they're the ones responsible for the break-ins. And also, I wish we got more build up to the break-ins, because I feel like there was such a big theme this episode, that I would have liked to see. I don't know, a little bit more. I know we got a little bit last episode, but I'm kind of surprised that this theme kind of just jumped out
Yeah.
at us. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't care for the whole Paula thing. I mean, I guess they wanted it for the shock factor.
I don't think anyone cared.
But I didn't really care for that. Yeah, there really wasn't build up. We still really don't know anything, and we'll see if episode 4 gives us some understanding and maybe some closure to this and move forward.
I'm not sure. Do you think the kids are behind it, or do you not think so?
I don't think so. No.
I mean, I don't know. I personally think that because we saw in the trailer how J.D. Worth, the former mayoral candidate, I feel like he has some sort of involvement. I think they're leading it up to that, unless they're out to like a totally separate storyline. But I feel like it must have something to do with that. I don't know though. I feel like it is a group of people though, which I feel like someone with power like that can probably hire people if he wanted to do the jobs for him. So Lou, so what I did kind of like is how we got Amy and Lou both involved in the central storyline. I guess that was kind of nice with this clinic. Lou finds out that Cooper's clinic is in trouble financially, and he pretty much says he just wants to keep the center up and running because I think he's similar to Amy in the sense that they don't really care about the financial part of things, that they really are like passionate about what they're doing, which I think makes them like a good match. I mean, I think in a second we can talk about that. But did you like how Amy and Lou were both involved in the central storyline?
Yeah, and it was true to both of their characters, like you said. I mean, Lou is, she's the financial and the business side of things, and was concerned about that. And Cooper and Amy both are the hands-on, wanting to nurture and care, whether it's kids or horses. So yeah.
We still don't know a lot about this Cooper person. I mean, he's still kind of new. I mean, I don't know because we got Sam in last episode, where we got Cooper in this episode. I don't know I have no idea what they're doing, if these are going to be romantic interests for Amy, or if I feel like at least one of them is going to be. I don't know which one it's going to be. But I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't know which one I'd rather be with. I think it's too soon. I mean, I feel like her and Cooper seem to be more alike, if that makes any sense. And also, Cooper seems closer to her age than Sam. I don't know, in my opinion, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yes.
Although I think they both seem like nice guys, so I think if she was gonna go with one of them, I think they would both be good options.
Yeah.
And then so Cooper hosts this gala to try to raise money. Unfortunately, it all goes downhill because Paula makes an announcement that I don't know, I don't really care for it, but she was like, your center is going to be shut down soon, just you wait. And then she's also bringing Lou down with it too. I don't know, it's all kind of stupid. Like, I don't know why she has to be back. Like, she doesn't need to be here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then Logan and Mac then get into a fight at the gala, and that kind of drives everyone away. So,
yeah, unfortunate.
But we also got Clint back, and I guess that was cool.
Yep.
And then the other thing going on, I mean, I guess that kind of wraps up that whole thing. I mean, pretty much, we see how Logan, I think, is an interesting new character. I think it'll be interesting to see where that goes. I thought that was, out of all things, the one thing that felt like, as far as pacing goes, that felt like it didn't come out of totally nowhere. I think his character was like naturally brought in. I think it worked.
I agree.
Where other characters like Paula just immediately came out of nowhere and it wasn't really built up there. Okay, and the other thing going on was that with all the break-ins apparently happening, Lisa wants Jack to install a security system at the house, which is a good idea. That's just not really Jack. But he doesn't want to pay for it, so he decides to put it in himself. But he's also not the most techie person, as we know.
Yeah.
He's very hands-on, too, like Amy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he kind of fails at that, but because later on the episode... Well, we got, I guess, the scene with, like, the raccoon, I guess, knocked out the security thing or something, which I don't know how I did that, because I feel like it's up high enough and raccoons are small.
Well, they can climb,
I guess they can climb,
Yep.
I guess that's what happened.
Yep.
Because we got an intense scene with, like, I don't know, Jack getting ready to shoot the raccoon, but he finds out it's a raccoon. And then at the end of the episode, we kind of got this big cliffhanger with the they all arrive back from the gala and the house is broken into, which I kind of expected it would come eventually. I didn't know when it would come in, but I don't know. And then Jack walks in, and it's kind of funny how he's like, "Who go like anyone in here?" And then he looks around and it's broken into, and it's actually kind of sad and shocking and a good cliffhanger. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I mean, it was suspenseful, and you could just see that he was so hurt by it. So yeah, it's definitely ended on a pretty suspenseful note, and we'll see how they work through this and move forward from it. So
I don't know. I feel like it's going to bring an aspect of not feeling safe in your own home. I think.
yeah,
And I think especially for Jack, he'll be feeling that because he's lived here for pretty much all his life.
yeah, he's got all these memories here, and it's almost like you feel violated. Someone has come into your personal space. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that has the potential to be to bring some good moments there. I mean, we got a little something with like a watch or something he had with like I didn't see the initials, but I don't know if that was his sister, something connected there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that could set up for something though.
I think it will.
But that's kind of the end of it. I mean, again, wasn't the biggest fan compared to the first two episodes. I didn't like this one as much. I think the pacing felt kind of weird. How like we were getting thrown into these storylines, and some of them didn't make much sense. Some of them, again, like the Amy and Logan thing, I think worked quite well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like we're kind of like struggling to find the right footing here. I think, and I think we will get there early on in the season. So yeah. Anyways, anything else you want to say before we close?
That's it.
I'm gonna give this one an A- probably.
That sounds good.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Studio. We'll be back next week to talk about episode 4. And bye everyone.